Hey guys, how are you all doing this fine evening? Well, it's 12:50 a.m. and wouldn't you know it, I'm catching right now my P.metallica, the Gooty Sapphire Ornamental. She's in her molting stage. She's actually molting right now. This is awesome, but unfortunately, since it's 12:50, I probably won't be able to record the whole thing. Because I have school tomorrow morning and I have to wake up really early in the morning. So I'm assuming she started around 12:20. As you can see, the carapace starting to come out. That's good. So in the meantime, I'll try to document the video as best as I can. I'm not sure if I will, but alright, now so that we have some time to kill, it's about 1 a.m. So GeckoKey246 has asked me to give my personal opinion on what I think of crossbreeding and if it's a good idea or not. So crossbreeding, if you haven't already heard what that means, it means mating two different species. So either within the same species, no, in the same genera, or two different genera altogether. Genera is genus for plural. So for example, P.metallica and P. regalis, you breed them and whatever concoction that gives you, that's what a crossbred tea is. That's within the same species, same genus, and then if you want to go for two different genera, you could say, oh, let me try mating, for example, B. smithi and G. rosea and see what that comes up with. So that's another crossbreeding product. So my personal opinion, I really despise crossbreeding, and people that crossbreed teas are really do not give a great name in the tea hobby. Possibly why? Because for teas we want to buy the true bloodlines. So keep in mind, this is what we're paying for. I'm not spending $200 or $300 for a P.metallica and then I find out that it's some type of crossbreed between P. regalis and P.metallica. Same thing with P. smithi now. They're hybrids between P. smithi females and male P. fasciatus. I hope mine isn't a crossbreed, so we'll have to see that when the time comes, when mine will fully mature. So the problem with teas now in the wild, they're starting to become a little bit more scarce. So this is why we encourage captive breeding within the same species. So this way it's much cheaper on the market, and you could protect the teas because species like Brachypelma, P.metallica are on the CITES list. So that means it's illegal to capture a wild-caught specimen and sell it. You can be in deep trouble for that. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. It's the money. The problem is with crossbreeding teas, as say if you do manage to get a sac, it's not very likely that you'll get one. If not, the egg sac count will be very low. The problem is that the offspring will most likely be infertile. So if someone in the hobby wants to buy your crossbreed tea and then finds out that it's infertile, that means what's going to happen for the breeder is that it's going to be a waste in his collection because it's incapable of breeding. So that's my personal opinion on crossbreeding, and I hope you like it or not, and hopefully many people will agree with me that it's not a great way to go into the hobby, and we want to spend our money and invest it wisely on the true bloodlines, especially with Poecilotheria species. Like also those are coming extinct now, and it's really integral to buy and breed captive bred species within the same species and genus. There we go. Yeah, so that's my opinion on the crossbreeding. Alright, so now enough of that. Let's check out the P.metallica and see how well it's doing. So it's about like 10 minutes. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. You can see right now starting to come out of its exoskeleton, which is really cool. it's actually really fun to actually witness these molts. For the past couple of months, I don't know if I've been sleeping or not. Well, it's possibly good because I have very long days of school, is that I never actually get to see one in action. It's been a while since that happened, so fortunately we're getting some action here. Yeah, look, here's Pocotheris striata, Mysore ornamental. This is Sora. You could definitely tell the yellow pairs of legs, the warning legs. So sweet. This is actually really cool. And hopefully if I could take this out, I could probably sex it. Okay, so I'll talk again in about 10 minutes and see how well it's going. Alright, now it's 1:15 a.m. and P.metallica is starting to come out now. I would assume it's about halfway done. So you can notice that little white appendages, those are the fangs. So, just how as I explained to you in the T video, I think the molting, as they harden, you'll notice that their fangs change in color. So if you notice right now, the fangs are translucent white, you could see, and as they begin to harden their exoskeleton, they will change in color from white to a cherry red color, just as you saw at my P camera dry, and then finally to black. So I've witnessed this process. It takes around 5 or 6 days for this to happen. With slings of this size, it'll probably take as little as 3 or 4 days. That's awesome, and you can see her pushing. That's really cool. So anyways, it's 1:20 and about 3/4 finished. You can see how blue the legs are. And it's really awesome. Alright guys, so I'm going to cut off the video. Going to hit the sack. Alright, so it's 1:30 a.m. and she's done. Wow. So it took about an hour for a sling, well, sorry, a juvie this size to actually molt. And if I just draw our attention very quickly, there we go. Can anyone guess what this tea is? This is my Singapore Blue, Lampropelma valiciopes. I finally established the molt. She brought it up, but unfortunately I won't be able to sex it. But you could just see the hairs on the species, and it's just as blue as the P.metallica. Alright, so now that she molted, I'll take an update video this morning. Alright, so see you. Alright, good morning everyone. So it's 7:30 in the morning. We're having a large snowstorm. Draw your attention to my P. Sapphire Highland, which looks very female. Sweet. Anyway, so P.metallica's finally molted. And for what I can tell, it looks like that is a female. I would say this is a good 2.75 inches. I don't think it's 3 inches yet, but that was one heck of a show. Sweet. So anyways, I want to thank you for watching this video about the P.metallica molt, and also on the opinion on crossbreeding. So hope you enjoy this video, and thanks for watching.